Hi, welcome back. Another important understanding about stock transfers. You have already seen what is the basic difference between intra-stock transfer and inter-stock transfer. Intra-stock transfer is the stock transfer between two plants, which is assigned under the same company code. Inter-stock transfer is the stock transfer, which is basically stock transfer between two plants, which is uniquely assigned to two different company codes. Okay. Now, what is the understanding? What is one step and two step process in inter STO? We'll try to understand now. Okay. Let me go back and try to understand. Currently, okay, if you really wanted to learn in S4 HANA, you can try this course. So this is intra STO and inter STO on S4 HANA changes with a BP intervention for vendor or any other settings for understanding. So let's come back to this one. Okay, let me try to share the Excel. So now if you look at this, this is the, you know, the stock transfer we made it between two different plants. Okay. So for intercompany stock transfer, basically this is the delivering plant and this is order or receiving plant. And this is all about the settings we have made for vendor role and customer role and material extension. All these are the different settings. So let's try to see now in this session specifically, so let me try to do this. So let's try to concentrate on this. So whenever you do, okay, two-step process, your Migo always you have to do it manual. So if it is one-step process, it is get automated. Okay, so here you will have a different movement type. Here you will have a different movement type. Let's try to check this one practically. First, we'll try to see two-step process, what we have seen previously. So let's go to ME21N. Okay, this is basically, this is the vendor. Okay, so this is a purchase organization, purchase group, and let's try to take the stock of like maybe some 200. So let's try to choose my plant and let's try to choose the price as something like, okay. So it might be different from the current price. Now, if you look at this PBXS 200, okay, per case. So after conversion, this is all about the condition value. Okay. So here, so basically this is the supplying sales organization, distribution channel and division. This is the basically shipping point and this is intra, then this is the delivery type. Okay. So before that, let's save this first. Okay. So this is ends with, let's try to copy the PO number 3956 ends with. Okay. So let's try to go to MMB. Okay. So let's try to run this one, this material, okay, to check the stock. Now, if you look at this, the currently, okay, uh, it is moving from the current plant. Okay. So this is basically moving from DRT to currently it is 4,500. Okay. And it looks like an on order stock after the purchase order creation. Let's try to do, let's do one thing. We'll take for outbound delivery VL10 D or B, that's fine. Okay. So I would like to show you the steps actually. Basically, you have created a PO and after that we're creating outbound delivery. Okay, first two-step process, we'll do the manual Migo. So basically come here. So choose the shipping point and let's try to, I'm just filtering with reference to purchase order. Let's try to check. Okay. As long as if it is warning, this is fine. This is the, you know, PO type and a line item quantity and all those things. This we have already seen in our previous session. Let's click on the background. Okay. Let's try to click the log for delivery creation. So log is going to get display. Let me try to share the screen. Okay, basically we will try to push the stock actually. So you just try to understand this two-step process. This is I have already explained previously. Okay. But we're creating one more time for understanding the difference actually. So let's try to go to the change mode. So I think I have taken 209 is the quantity. Here, what is the goods movement type? This is basically 643. Okay. So the item category is NLC and this is the 643 is the movement type for two-step process. Okay. So all good. So now let's try to observe one more time the stock overview screen. Okay. Currently, what is the stock? It is available 4,500, right? What it happens when I do the PZI? Okay, I got it. So there is no auto storage location. Okay, this is the storage location. Let's do the PZI. Okay, so now replenishment outbound delivery got created. If you come back and yes, SALK, right, on the state stock, let's try to refresh it. Okay, it is got reduced, right? 209. So, but it is not at added on order stock. What could be the reason? Okay, MB 5T. Okay, if you run for this material, currently 209, it is in transit. So that means it is not at received by your targeted ordering or receiving storage location. Okay, now what we have to do is let's do the Migo. This is what it happens. In two-step process, you're going to do manually this process. Whereas your, what I would say, one-step process, you need not do this step manually. For that also, you have a difference. Let me copy this outbound delivery. You can able to do your Migo in different ways with reference to PO or outbound delivery. But most practical way, I would suggest better do with outbound delivery. Now you can able to see this. This is the quantity, the material, and from where this is the receiving plant actually. Okay. So let's try to item check. Okay. Check. All good and post now. This we have already seen how it happens. Next, I will show you. Uh, so let's try to refresh here. Okay. From transit, it is more. Now go to MMB. So let's try to run this for material one more time. So now stock here, on order stock is there that is got added here directly as a sales order stock. Okay. So from DRT to DRT2 to DRT1. Okay. For company codes, from DRSL plan to DRP1, it is already moved. Okay. Let's come here. So let's come back. We have done this one manual. So now let's do the bill and mirror. Okay. With reference to this outbound delivery. Oh, before that, let me do one thing. VL03N. We'll come to know the document flow. Okay, PO created and replenishment outbound delivery created and goods receipt done. We go. Okay. So if you really wanted to see as items, if you have more items, you can able to view like this. Okay. All done perfectly. Now let's try to do the bill. Okay. Okay. So since it is, you are getting these warnings because we have taken GST, haven't implemented GST, business place creation and all those things. So let's try to check the conditions quickly. You have IV01 with price. Okay. So, and you got the tax got calculated. Let's try to save this. Okay. Now it posted VF03. Let's try to click on the accounting document. So it's got posted output tax and sales revenue, all those things. So, okay, for DRT2 company code. Okay. It's happening between DRT1 and DRT2. Okay. So now let's try to do the Miro actually. Okay. So all good. So let's try to take the current date. Okay. Me go back and try to check what is the PO number I have forgotten. Okay. So let's go to the document flow. This is all about PO number. Let's come here. Now let's try to do the incoming invoice. Okay. Okay. Let me try to check the invoice party. So let's try to do it one more time. I have changed the company code. So let's try to calculate the tax. So this is all about entering the baseline date. Okay, all good. So total is 49,742. Okay. So simulate and post it. Okay, this is all about your two-step process, transactional level. Okay, settings and everything we have already seen. Okay, before step by step configuration around 16 to 17 settings we have seen. Okay, now let's try to understand one-step process. One-step process means your, so this not this one. So your Migo will be automated. Okay, let's try to check that one. Before that, we have to ensure that one more setting you have to do it. Let's go to SPRO, reference IMG, and let's come here, the same place where we try to do the our relevant STO settings. Let's go to the purchase order. The purchase order. So let's go to the purchase order. Within that, let's go to the stock transfer order. Okay. So this is the place where SI document type and a one-step procedure under delivery tolerance. Okay. So here DRSL is our supplying plant. This is our receiving plant. We have to ensure that this check must be done. Now let's try to play with the system, whether it happens automatic or not. Okay. So let's go to the ME21 again. Purchase order creation. Let's choose the supplier. Same process, but we reduce one step. Okay, all good. Let's try to choose maybe some 300 pieces. Okay, I'll put this one 100 this time. So purchase organization ZDRP. Okay, one second, let me check. Okay, let me try to check. I got it. What could be the issue? Okay. This is someone automated with their settings. That's why we're getting this issue at item level. Okay. All good now. Let's try to observe same story. Okay. So when it goes to shipping, so the same. So this is the supplying sales area. All good. And we're not checking confirmations. STO with confirmations. Okay. So all good actually, I feel. Okay. I'm good now. Let me save this. Okay. So now what is that? This is the PO which is got created. Okay. Let's copy this PO number. Before going outbound delivery, let's try to go back to the stock observation. Let's go to slash n MMBE. Okay. So this is the same stock boundary report available in ECC and S4 and all. So now look at this. Okay. 300 stock which is got added, and the stock supposed to be reduced from here once I do the outbound delivery. This, remember this 4291. Okay. 4291 is the stock actually in a DRSL plant. So this time there is no transit. It's supposed to be happen automatically. There is no waiting time from transit storage location to confirm to receiving plant or ordering plant. Okay. So once I do this, automatically it must happens. Okay. So let's go here. So log which is got created, there is no errors. So let's select this. Let's click on the documents and display the document. We can automate all these kind of processes by using background job in real time. Okay. So let's try to understand this. From this storage location, we are sending this 300 stock. Okay. So let's do the PCA. Once I do the PCA, okay. So let's go back to the stock overview report. Automatically, it is going to add it once I refresh here. See, automatically 300 moved and added here. Okay. So this is how it happens. You need not do Migo. Previously, we're going to check transit bucket, but there is no point to check transit bucket here. And when it comes to observation, so your moment type differs. Item category will be the same NLC, but here moment type is 645. So whether you do intra-stock transfer, one step process will be the same. Okay, NLC and 645. You will get interview questions. What are all the moment types in intra-stock transfer? What is the item category? Okay, how even if you don't have sales order also with reference to PO, how it will be your outbound delivery will be created. Okay, why we are only creating outbound delivery? This is all about learning the subject analysis. Okay, so we'll discuss that one later. So this we have done. Now let's try to do the bill. Same process. Okay, let's save this. It's okay. We're missing actual settings of Indian because I'm transferring the stock from Indian plant to Germany actually. Okay, that's how it happens. That's what we discussed with the business scenario. So let's go to the accounting document. All good. Now let's try to go to the. So you need not go to the Migo actually. Miro. Okay. This is the preview created. Okay, let's try to check. So same process for Miro. So you'll get, so I think we have fixed a lot of issues, okay, on live while configuring and testing this one also. Okay, all good to go. 71, 400. I need to nullify this one. Okay, let's simulate. Okay, we have done the incoming invoice. Okay, so this is how you can able to do either automago or manual. Okay, you just have to do all these different settings. Okay, for intra stock transfer, as I mentioned earlier of my course in earlier sessions. Okay, so if you follow this one, this course, you can able to 100% with full confidence, you can able to configure intra and inter stock transfers. Okay, if you really want, you can able to give a try. And what else? If you're not at subscribed, please subscribe my channel. That's what my request is all about. Okay, so I have done a dedicated course for S4 HANA sales. Of course, with integration, some concepts will come. Currently, it is 72 hours with 255 lectures. You can try this, okay, and this is for condition contract management, and you will have a best idea about how S4HANA works. And I have a different set of courses, including interview questions. And this is SAP SD, which is course with 115 hours, and this is for idoc training. Okay, 8.5 hours, and this is getting master to write functional specification. All these are the different set of courses available at my end. You can give it a try. Okay, this is exclusively on BP with 3 scenarios with 21 hours and 72 lectures. Okay, if you really want, you can try all these courses. It's up to you. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining the session. Next session, we'll try to learn related to STO, few more other relevant settings. Thank you so much. Have a great day.